Sports are thrilling, full of action, and create unforgettable moments. But have you ever thought about how dangerous they can be? Some athletes push their bodies beyond limits, risking their lives just to play the game they love. Sadly, some never made it out alive, while others had terrifying close calls that could have ended in tragedy. From shocking on-field collapses to deadly crashes, these stories will leave you speechless. What drives these athletes to take such huge risks? And how did some manage to survive when all hope seemed lost? Stay tuned as we dive into the most intense moments in sports history. If you love gripping stories about legendary athletes, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Fame Game TV for more incredible content. Hank Gathers, a life cut short. Hank Gathers was a rising star in college basketball, known for his incredible talent and energy on the court. But in 1990, during a game, something tragic happened. He suddenly collapsed. Hank had a heart condition that he was trying to control, but that day, his heart gave out. Despite efforts to save him, he did not survive. His death shocked the basketball world and left fans heartbroken. It also led to better health checks for athletes, making sure their hearts are strong enough for intense sports. Hank's legacy lives on, reminding us of the risks athletes take every day. Reggie Lewis, a Celtic star lost too soon. Reggie Lewis was a star player for the Boston Celtics with a bright future ahead. He was loved by fans for his talent and dedication. But in 1993, during a routine practice, tragedy struck. He suddenly collapsed. Reggie had been diagnosed with heart problems before, but no one thought it would end this way. Sadly, he suffered a fatal cardiac arrest and never got back up. His death was a heartbreaking moment for the basketball world. It also raised awareness about heart health in athletes, reminding everyone how important it is to take medical warnings seriously. His legacy still lives on. Damar Hamlin, a miracle recovery. In 2023, NFL player Damar Hamlin faced a terrifying moment on the field. After a routine tackle, he suddenly collapsed and his heart stopped. For a few minutes, the world held its breath, fearing the worst. But thanks to the quick action of the medical staff, he was revived. His recovery was nothing short of a miracle, shocking the sports world. Fans, players, and even people who didn't follow football came together to support him. Damar's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of emergency medical care and the strength of the human spirit. His comeback inspired millions. Chuck Hughes, the only NFL player to die on the field. Chuck Hughes made history in the saddest way possible. In 1971, during an NFL game, he suddenly collapsed on the field. Players and fans watched in shock, hoping he would get back up. But tragedy struck. Doctors later confirmed he had suffered a heart attack. Despite efforts to save him, he did not survive. To this day, he remains the only NFL player to die during a game. His death was a heartbreaking moment for football and led to better heart health awareness in sports. Chuck's legacy serves as a reminder of the risks athletes face every time they play. Marc-Vivien Foe, a tragic loss on the field. Marc-Vivien Foe was a talented soccer player with a bright career ahead, but during a FIFA Confederations Cup match in 2003, tragedy struck. He suddenly collapsed on the field and medics rushed to help. Everyone hoped he would recover, but sadly, he did not survive. Later, doctors found out he had an undiagnosed heart condition that caused heart failure. His passing was a heartbreaking moment for the soccer world. Players, fans and teams honoured his memory, and his death raised awareness about heart health in sports. Marc-Vivien Foe's legacy lives on, reminding us how fragile life can be. Christian Eriksen, a shocking collapse. At Euro 2020, Christian Eriksen suddenly collapsed on the field, leaving fans and players in shock. He had suffered cardiac arrest in the middle of the match. For a moment, it seemed like he wouldn't make it. But thanks to the fast response of medical staff, a defibrillator was used to bring him back. the soccer world held its breath as he fought for his life. Against all odds, he survived and later made an incredible return to professional soccer. His story is a powerful reminder of the importance of quick medical care and the strength of the human spirit. Ayrton Senna, a racing legend lost. Ayrton Senna was one of the greatest Formula One drivers ever, loved by fans around the world. But in 1994, during the San Marino Grand Prix, tragedy struck. While racing at high speed, he lost control and crashed. The impact was severe, and despite quick medical help, he did not survive. His death shocked the racing world and left fans heartbroken. Senna was more than just a driver. He was a legend. His passing led to major safety improvements in Formula One. Even today, he is remembered as one of the most talented and passionate racers in history. Niki Lauda, a fiery survival. In 1976, Niki Lauda's car crashed and burst into flames during a race. Trapped inside, he suffered severe burns and lung damage. Many thought he wouldn't survive, but he fought through the pain and made an incredible recovery. Just 6 weeks later, he shocked the world by returning to the track, still wearing bandages. His determination and courage inspired millions, proving that nothing could stop him. Lauda went on to win more races and became a true legend in Formula One. His story remains one of the greatest comebacks in sports history, showing the power of resilience and passion. Dale Earnhardt Sr., a NASCAR legend's final lap. Dale Earnhardt Sr. was a NASCAR legend, known for his fearless driving and winning spirit. But in 2001, during the final lap of the Daytona 500, tragedy struck. His car crashed hard into a wall, and the impact was deadly. Fans, fellow drivers, and the entire racing world were heartbroken. He had been one of the greatest drivers in history, with 7 championships to his name. His death led to major safety improvements in NASCAR to protect future drivers. Even today, he is remembered as one of the best racers ever, and his legacy continues to inspire new generations. Robert Kubica, a crash that nearly took his hand. In 2011, Robert Kubica was in a rally race when his car crashed badly. The impact was so severe that his hand was almost cut off. Doctors worked hard to save it, but many thought his racing career was over. However, Kubica refused to give up. He went through multiple surgeries and long months of recovery. His determination paid off when he made an incredible comeback to professional racing. Though his injuries changed the way he drove, his passion never faded. His story is one of true resilience, proving that strength and determination can overcome even the toughest challenges. Sarah Burke, a freestyle skier's fatal accident. Sarah Burke was a trailblazer in freestyle skiing, inspiring many with her skill and passion. In 2012, while training, she had a terrible accident and suffered a serious brain injury. Despite medical efforts, she did not survive. Her death was a huge loss to the sports world. However, her impact remains strong as she helped shape and grow freestyle skiing for future generations. Maya Gabeira, nearly drowned by a giant wave. Maya Gabeira is a fearless surfer who loves riding giant waves. In 2013, she tried to surf a massive wave in Portugal, but had a terrible wipeout. She was knocked unconscious and almost drowned, but rescuers saved her just in time. Despite the accident, she didn't give up. She later returned to the same spot and broke world records, proving her incredible courage and determination. Duk Koo Kim, a fight that changed boxing forever. In 1982, Duk Koo Kim faced Ray Mancini in a tough boxing match. The fight was brutal, and Kim took serious hits to the head. Sadly, he suffered brain damage and passed away soon after. His death was heartbreaking and changed boxing forever. New rules were made to protect fighters and improve safety in the ring, ensuring such a tragedy would never happen again. Magomed Abdusalamov, a life-changing injury. Magomed Abdusalamov was a rising star in boxing. In 2013, after a tough fight, he suffered a serious brain injury. He fell into a coma and, sadly, was left permanently disabled. His story is a heartbreaking reminder of the dangers fighters face every time they step into the ring. His injury led to changes in how medical care is handled in boxing to help protect future athletes. Bill Masterton, the only NHL player to die from game injuries. Bill Masterton was a talented hockey player with a bright future, but in 1968, during a game, he fell and hit his head hard on the ice. Since helmets weren't required at the time, he had no protection. The injury was severe, and sadly, he did not survive. His tragic death deeply affected the hockey world. Over time, his loss helped push for mandatory helmets, making the game safer for future players. Today, every hockey player wears a helmet, a change that might not have happened without him. His story remains an important reminder of the need for safety in sports. Clint Malarchuk, a near-death experience on ice. Clint Malarchuk's injury was one of the scariest moments in sports. In 1989, during a hockey game, an opponent's skate accidentally cut his throat. Blood gushed onto the ice and fans watched in shock. He was losing blood fast and was only seconds from death, but thanks to the team's trainer, who applied pressure immediately, Clint survived. He needed over 300 stitches to close the wound. Even after such a terrifying injury, he returned to hockey just weeks later. His story is a powerful reminder of how dangerous sports can be and how quick action can save lives. Tony Lema, a star golfer lost too soon. Tony Lema was a promising golfer with a bright future ahead of him. In 1966, while on his way to a tournament, his plane crashed, tragically taking his life and the lives of everyone aboard. His sudden death shocked the golf world, as he had already won major tournaments and was expected to achieve even more. Though his life was cut short, his talent and impact on the sport are still remembered today. Lema's story serves as a reminder of how quickly life can change and how some legacies live on long after they're gone. Payne Stewart, a shocking plane disaster. Payne Stewart was a famous golfer known for his talent and style. In 1999, tragedy struck when his private jet lost pressure, causing everyone inside to lose consciousness. The plane kept flying until it crashed, killing all passengers. His sudden death was a huge loss to the golf world. Fans still remember him for his amazing skills and the joy he brought to the sport. Fabio Casartelli, a fatal crash in the Tour de France. Fabio Casartelli was a talented cyclist with a bright future. During the 1995 Tour de France, he crashed at high speed while going down a steep road. He hit his head hard, and since he wasn't wearing a helmet, the impact was fatal. His tragic death shocked the cycling world and led to stronger safety rules, including making helmets mandatory. Today, his memory lives on, and his loss reminds everyone how important safety is in sports. Chris Froome, a horrific training crash. Chris Froome is one of the greatest cyclists in history, but in 2019, he faced a life-threatening accident. While training, he crashed at high speed and suffered multiple broken bones, including his leg, ribs, and elbow. Many believed he would never race again. However, with determination and hard work, he made an incredible comeback. His story is a true example of strength and perseverance, showing that even after a serious setback, anything is possible. Athletes push themselves to the edge, but sometimes the price is high. Some never made it back, while others survived against all odds. These stories show the true spirit of sports: bravery, passion, and the will to never give up. Can you imagine facing such danger just to play the game you love? What drives these athletes to keep going, even when their lives are on the line? Their courage and dedication inspire millions, proving that sports are more than just a game. They're a way of life. If you enjoyed these incredible stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Fame Game TV for more amazing sports content.